All rise for the Honorable Prince of the Pandemic. Today, a day that we consume the news that all 50 states, including California, of course, that'd be all 50, right? Yeah. President Obama. Are there 7 others that might have not yet chimed in? It's so bad that he said that. Today, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, about 7 million in America have received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine against COVID-19. And there has been a pause. A pause was recommended by Centers for Disease Control, and all 50 states immediately did put the brakes on the administering of the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. And it's expected the pause will last a few days. So, this is a 6 people, all women, I understand, and in the early days of a medical mystery, of course, in any day of a medical mystery, all of that factors in. I mean, it's 6 women developed blood clots, a form of thrombosis. Yes, I am a doctor. Yes. How do you feel? I think you have diverticulitis. Doctor, what is that? I don't know. And can understand when we're all, I don't want to say we all are, but many people are, of course, anxious and very nervous, if you will, about the situation here. And we certainly see the vaccines as the light at the end of the tunnel, the best news about this worst thing. And now for it to be paused, even for a few days with a problem like that, it must be, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor and I'll tell you something, politics is not boring, right? Politics is not boring. But you know what is boring? Public policy. Public health administration. Very boring. But I was speaking to a friend the other day, and she and I were talking in person, sharing air. Actually, there's one phone booth left in Los Angeles County, in Winnetka. And we met in the phone booth, and I thought, because we're all feeling a little bit as if the heaviness, we invited 17 other folks into the phone booth. And I'm not as fat as I once was, but I'm as fat as I ever was. What? So that's 19 people in a phone booth. And I said, wow, isn't this great? I mean, we're all, I had it too. And then we were ordered out of the phone booth. And I said, what's going on? And she said, well, haven't you heard the news? I said, what? She said, body odor is a pandemic on the planet. I said, oh yeah, it did kind of smell in there. But no, here's the thing. People ought to pause. Pause and understand that this whole thing, as horrible as it has been, and continues to be for people who are sick, that hopefully, and it's not a political statement at all, and I did say this to my friend the other day, there was no phone booth. I mean, I don't even know if there's phone booths in Winnetka, or I just said Winnetka because I think it's a funny sounding municipality, but I will tell you that I thought about Maroon 5. I'm at a payphone trying to call home all of my change I spent on you. What a big spender. Oh, sure. Oh, you spent your quarters on calling me, Adam? You stupid ass. So, look, hopefully all of this, from very unfortunate times historically, come a younger generation of Americans, younger than me. There are a few. And perhaps it will inspire them to a career in we've already seen some young people profiled for whom it has, after 9/11, it inspired a generation to join the military. the Challenger space disaster, recruited just because of what happened on its own, young people into the sciences. And this public health and the policies of and the administration of are really important. And I've often said that, we get a civics lesson from these types of things, and unwelcomed, of course. We don't really, it's a civics lesson where it's important to know this information, but would have been a better way to know it or understand it. But I guess there's nothing like really experiencing something. I think you know me, not saying that this is worth that, because who in their right mind? And I'm not in my right mind, but even in my wrong mind, I know that. Okay, guys, have a wonderful evening, and you're up over the hump on Wednesday, and then it's a downward glide to a Southern California weekend. I'm Brian David Whitman. Have a good night.